Welcome back to Begborough Steel, where we're trying to take a team from the bottom of Spanish football to the top without spending any money on transfers. And in this episode, we've got two teams, two legs, one prize, promotion through the playoffs. Before we get into the biggest episode of Begborough Steel that we've had so far, it's Patreon update time again. And we're welcoming James, Some Gamer Guy UK, to the channel, as they've signed up over on the Patreon page. We'll pop a link in the video description down below if you would like to check out the Patreon page too. But we are going to try and thank James for their generosity by getting promotion to the top flight of Spanish football, having not spent a penny on transfers in the last 5 years. Let's cross everything. Here we go. Okay, let's show you what we're up against then. I've reversed the order of our fixtures so you can actually see them without me being in the way. So if we head to the top of the screen, after back-to-back games against Espanyol Wednesday, Saturday, we go Wednesday, Saturday again. We've got the away leg against Oviedo tonight, and then we're at home on the weekend. I did think Oviedo would be the favourites for promotion going into the end of the season, as they were on such a great run, not conceding any goals, including beating us 3-0 quite ominously. But in their final 4 games of the season, they lost to Tenerife. They drew their final 2 league games, and in their playoff, they drew the first leg of that as well. But they are in slightly better form now. They got a 3-1 win in the second leg against Tenerife to set up this tie against us, and we are very tired. So we knew at the start of the season going into this that we had a very small squad. We are not set up for the playoffs, by the way. These players need to be rotated out. 2 of our defenders need a rest. Our wing back is still recovering from an injury that he had. And Rossi now is struggling for fitness as well. There's just not enough turnaround between games in order to get them fit. We gave them a double recovery session after the Espanyol game. I don't think it's even touched the side. So this is an absolute Hail Mary. We want to go out there in the first leg and just not throw it all away. Give ourselves a chance of still being in the tie when we're at home. This is going to be tough. We're going to be bringing Pacheco back into the team. Otherwise, it's as you were. Let's see how we do. Okay, the team talk has gone well. The boys are motivated for this game. It's the away leg. Oviedo have got a packed stand. I'd take a draw right now if we could get it. Let's see how we do. This is going to be a tough one. We're going to do both legs in today's episode. Let's start this game off and see how we do. We're into the highlights straight from the kickoff. We brought Mickey back into the team, or kept him in the team, because his set pieces were so useful for us against Espanyol. We've got Lander that can come off the bench if we need a set piece taker as well. And Mickey has actually sprayed a beautiful pass through to Rosanas. It's a dangerous ball looking for Kevin Carlos. It's a good early move from us. We looked confident. Now they've got the ball. 2 minutes on the clock. Highlights again. Do not want to go behind this early. We're not going to chase the game if we go behind. I want to be in this tie going into the second leg if possible. They've got to the byline, our keeper. Oh, our keeper. He's done it again. He did it in the last game of the season against Cartagena. He threw in a 6.2 performance. Oh, now he's made another terrible, terrible decision. He's come out for the ball. He's kind of dived over it. And their player has a tap-in at the far post. Let's just quickly go into the tactics, check whether we need to make any tweaks. Okay, we've left everything as it was. We've just been undone by our own goalkeeping errors once more. We're going to give it another couple of minutes as we've given the ball away again. In fact, let's do that now. Let's get into the shouts. Demand more. Oh, we've started with some errors. None worse so than by our keeper. It's 2 legs. There's a long way to go. But if we concede a second or a third, we are going to be in all sorts of trouble. They've got him round the sides of us. Our keeper has almost smuggled it over his own goal line then. I guess we should be grateful he's not moonwalked it into the net. What can he do from the free kick? Couldn't get anywhere near it. It's gone over the bar. We have been undone by a terrible goalkeeping effort. Gilly's in now. Gilly you can rely on. Here's a player that's got something about him. He's had our first shot. It was on target. Their keeper saved it. We're up to the half an hour mark and we are trailing. We're going to throw out the shouts again. Let's try encourage this time. It's enough to cancel a highlight that looked like it could have been in our favour. And we've only had one shot in this entire half. You know, we've got poor performances out there. Carlos is playing poorly. Rossi's playing poorly. We've got a corner to defend. Our keeper's come for it. My goodness. He does have hands. And now he bowls it out to O'Brien. Can we build something? Could we go in at half-time level? We've given it to Rosanas. The fitness of players like Mickey and Kevin Carlos is already low. Here is Mickey. He's played a searching ball, but he was asking a lot of young Gilly. I think we could be looking at making a change already at half-time. O'Brien is rocked on his heels. He's not tracked his man. The ball's gone into the box. It's a long way out. Oh, we've knocked it down to them. And, Nicholas Jackson. Is the ref having a look at it? I think he is having a look at it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. We've headed it down to him. We're looking for a ref to save us. I don't think it's happening. It has. It is offside. I'm not sure how. I thought we headed it down to him. The ball's gone in the box. Okay, he was offside from the original header. We have got away with one there. The riot act is coming if we can make it through to half-time. Poor performance. One shot. It's not going to do. Okay, we're back underway for the second half. We read them the riot act at half-time. We've not made any changes, though. That first half was as tired as we feared it might be. But we've kept our powder dry for the moment, so that we can make our changes a little bit later on into the game. We've got a corner to defend. We've done it successfully. The ball's back out with Garcia. Our fullback has legged it out. And the referee's blowing the whistle. Has he just given them a penalty? Has Ndabo just elbowed somebody? Has he pushed somebody? Why on earth are we making such terrible, terrible decisions? Our goalkeeper has dived over the ball. Now our defender has given away a penalty. Oh dear, I fear some of them don't have the mentality for these big games because they're making some awful, awful mistakes. Here comes the berate. We said we wanted to be in this going into the second leg. One more goal for them and we're out of it. It's done. Even at 2-0 down, it's unlikely at this stage. And sorry, Miss Jackson has hit a penalty home and got them back into the game. We've had one shot all game. This is wretched. I can only apologise. We've got players on a 6.1. Okay, time for some subs. 10 minutes to go. One more shout. Let's give them some encouragement. We've not tried that. Let's at least help with the body language. It's forced to highlight. 4 minutes to go. A goal now. And it's up for grabs. Concede a goal now. And it's done. Just don't give away a penalty. Barosi's actually decided he is able to catch. And we've got a little bit of injury time now to play. We've got 3 minutes of it. We're racing through it. Don't think we're getting that final goal. Don't concede now. That will just put us out of it. We've got to win that ball back. Oh my goodness, they've got a lot of space. It's that boy Kiwamia again. He's in. He's in. Oh, he's hit it over the bar. Thank goodness for that. We have got a heck of a second leg on our hands. This looks like nothing more than a full-time highlight. We're playing out from the back. We've got all kinds of space down the left, but we need to hit the ball forward. Get it through to an on-rushing player. We don't. There's not enough time. We've gone down 2-0. Terrible, terrible decision-making. How our goalie has registered a score above a 6. I honestly don't know. At least we're going to have a light wage bill this week, given some of these performances. We'll see you for the second leg. So, day before the most important game of our entire save, and, well, the much maligned goalkeeper is out injured. Blessing, curse. Not entirely sure. He has twisted an ankle. We can give him an injection for it. Given that he's woeful when he's not on injections, I'm not entirely sure how he's going to perform if we play him. Let's fast forward. We'll show you the team that we're going to put out once we've played through one more day. Okay, so we are well and truly patched up for this game. We're not going to risk the goalkeeper, not with a twisted ankle. Instead, we're going to go with Gerard Lopez, our backup goalkeeper, an academy product, someone that's played one game in the last 3 years. And your success is in his young hands. We've dropped Pacheco out of the team. Instead, a fully fit Alonso comes in. We've dropped Vogel out of the team. Instead, a fully fit Obrador comes into the team. We've also made one change going a little bit further forward as well. Guelfi's come in. Kevin Carlos on the bench. Kev has just not really done it during the last few games and got a 6.1 in our last match. It gets us some fitter players out on the pitch. We are going to need a miracle if we're going to win this one by 3 clear goals. Okay, the game is underway. I'm not expecting a huge deal given how many changes we've made. The quality that we have to bring in on the bench is really not as good as our first choice 11. We need a deeper squad for next season to give this a bit more of a go. You never know. They might surprise us. We've had an early shot, although it wasn't on target. But this is a big ask for these boys. We were expected to get relegated. Instead, we went into the final game of the season and we could have been crowned champions. In fact, if it wasn't for some spectacularly poor decision-making from our players, we might have done. We've got all the way to the playoff final. And again, we were undone by poor decisions in the first leg. I think that's going to be declared offside. That's just one that the match engine throws in to tease you, I feel. Rossi, oh, it might not have been, you know. Rossi's given the ball to Guelfi. We've brought him in for Kevin Carlos. Mickey's dinked the ball through. It's actually Gilly. I thought it was Rossi. But Gilly's had the finish. And whoa, hold on a second. Here was me doom-mongering about improving the squad for a promotion push next season. It turns out we've actually just taken the lead. We're going to encourage or praise. We're going to praise them because they've taken the lead, even though they're still down in the tie. That was the wrong thing to do. The players think they're still down in the tie, so they've praised for losing in their minds. Never mind. Okay, we go again at half-time with the shouts. We're getting to 40 minutes. We've got 1 goal to find in the second half to tie it up at 2-2. We're going to rouse the troops. We might even look at how unfit some of these players are. Do we need to make any changes to players like Mickey? Let's get in there and have a word with the boys. Okay, the second half is underway. We are going for it. We're still on a balanced mentality, but we've pushed both of our wing-backs onto attack and our libero to try and get that second goal. And Paco Gil, has he got his second of the game? The ref's turned back. He's running to the halfway line. We have levelled it up. But it only took us 2 minutes as well. We've got a throw-in on the left. Obrador to Guelfi. Back to Obrador, and he's actually contributed something positive. And young Paco Gil, second goal of the afternoon. He's still just 19 years old. And he's got us level in the tie. We're ahead on the XG, tied on shots. And we could be about to force, I guess, extra time in this. I've not really checked up on the rules. We're at the hour mark. We've not made a change yet. We need to have a look at the fitness of the players. We know we're going to have some strugglers out there. We've got 30 minutes to try and find one more goal. Okay, back underway. Bit of a conundrum. The players that had the poorest fitness were also the ones that were playing the best. But we have made a change. Mickey's come off in midfield. And it's led to a highlight straight away. We've brought Pacheco on in midfield instead. We've managed to steal the ball back. Rossi, who I'm also thinking might have to come off, given how much he seems to be struggling. Maybe we could bring on Manu Mascara to play as a striker for us. We know that he's a great finisher. And Rossi really does look like he is struggling. We are on the ball, though. Javi Alonso gets the ball to the aforementioned Rossi. Pacheco's the man that's come on. We're playing it around at the back. If we could get one more goal, we could be going through. The ball didn't quite get through to Guelfi, but we've won it back. Obrador, Guelfi, Javi Alonso. Oh, it's been nipped out wide. It's Guelfi. Get the ball over, son. Play it across. Now play it across. We're in. Oh, Rossi, point blank. Point blank. I thought he was going to head it into an empty net. We go again. Guelfi on the edge of the box. Gilly. He's on a hat-trick, the youngster. The highlights are coming thick and fast. On 70 minutes, I think we make our next change. Got a minute to go. Now we're there. Do we take off Rossi? Can you take off Rossi? He looks like he needs to come off. So does Paco. You can't take Paco off when he's playing as well as this. Rosanas needs to come off as well. We don't really have anybody else that can go out there. Maybe Vogel at a push. Play better at right wing back than he has done at left wing back this season. We can't take Rossi off. This man is our source of goals. And we might need to throw 2 strikers onto the pitch. So we'll keep our powder dry. Could also bring on Kevin Carlos, I guess, as another striker. Let's go for Vogel for Rosanas at right back. That leaves us 1 change to make if we're chasing the game in the last few minutes. 18 to go. Well ahead on the XG. Let's pause. Let's throw out another shout. Let's encourage the team now. Surely at 2-2, they'll respond to some encouragement. They have. We're getting towards 80 minutes. It's free kick time. Gilly's on it. Can he send in some quality? He can't. Rossi's beaten in the air. Obrador's got the ball. Find somebody that can get the ball down and play. We've got it. Jimenez. Can we send it out wide? Can Gilly beat a man? He's gone past him. Go down. Go down. It's an own goal. Gilly's done it again. He's put a little ball across the box. He's tempted Manu Hernando into a lunge towards a ball that wasn't even near any of our players. And we've come from 2-0 down after the first leg. We're 3-0 up. Gilly. Oh, there was nobody near him. Guelphy couldn't even be bothered. We paused the game. We need to go in and have a look at these tactics. Do we need to perhaps relax them a little bit? Shall we change the libero to just a standard central defender? I think we should. Shall we get our wing-backs just to refrain from going forward quite so often? Because we do have other players in wide positions. Again, I think we should. The other thing I think we should take off is be more expressive. We've got, 9 minutes plus injury time. Paco Gil. My goodness me, he's going to have to be carried off the pitch if we don't take him off soon. But he's playing like an absolute hero at the moment. 82 minutes. Highlights again. Lopez. God, I've forgotten we were even playing. Our young backup goalkeeper. He's not had to do anything yet. Sent an aimless ball through to Rossi. Are we going to rely on Lopez now? It's that Kiwamya from the first leg that looks so dangerous, and this is going to be a highlight for them. He's gone past our right wing back as if he's not even there. And they have fired a little warning shot. I don't know what happens at 3-1, by the way. We paused the game. 86 minute, a little bit of time wasting. 90 minutes, we go full time wasting. We still got a sub up our sleeve as well. We're into injury time. 3.5 minutes of it remain. First things first. Full time wasting is on. And I think we also need to make a sub. Ikachukwu needs carrying off. Paco needs carrying off. I feel like Paco's work could be done. Instead, we're going to bring on a fully fit Lander to go and play out there. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to pull Lander back just in front of Vogel. Just ask him to be a wide midfielder protecting his fullback. And we'll leave Guelphy there as a more attacking option. 3.5 minutes. Cross everything, people. We're underway. 2 minutes to go now. 1 minute to go. We're seconds away. And this could be us promoted to the top flight. 2-0 down after the first leg. 3-0 in the second leg. We've gone over the added on time. We just need to see this game out. Just play it long. Play it long. Instead, they're playing cultured football. Why is the referee not blown yet? He's got to have his whistle to his lips, hasn't he? And we've got Obrador free down the left. Just run it into the corners. Run it into the corners. Win a corner. Oh, he's done the right thing. He's drawn the foul. And Lander will be on this. And I don't think we're even going to have time to take it. Do you know what? We've done it. We've come from 2-0 down after the first leg. We've beaten Oviedo 3-0 in the second leg. 3-2 on aggregate. And we're looking for confirmation in the inbox that we've just sealed promotion to the top flight. And I think we've done it inside 5 seasons. And there's the headline we've been waiting to see. Europa promoted to La Liga next season, we're going to be rubbing shoulders with the likes of champions Barcelona, runners-up Real Madrid, Atleti as well. All of the big clubs are going to be paying us a visit. We're going to have one heck of a summer of recruitment, because my dream at the start of this save was to take Europa from the bottom tier of Spanish football to the top and survive for a season and take on Barcelona, reigniting that rivalry from the early part of the previous century. We're going to need to recruit heavily if we're going to survive next season, but things are looking good in Begborough Steel.